This Guy's Garage. Like and subscribe.
The Honourable Opposition Leader.
Speaker, at his recent retreat in Charlottetown, the Prime Minister said that life is really tough for politicians. Today he's off for another trip to New York for 3 days to give a couple of speeches and burn a whole lot of fuel. At the same time as he raises carbon taxes on Canadians for the crime of driving to work and feeding their families. Yesterday, inflation was up and way up. It is accelerating. It is higher than in the States and in Japan, which could drive up interest rates. Will he balance the budget and axe the tax to bring inflation and interest rates down?
Yeah. The Honourable Minister of Energy.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. 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 There we go. Shh. Okay, I realize it's Wednesday and everybody's excited and the emotions are running high, but we have to get through question period. Let's see if we can just calm down and hear the questions and the answers. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've been very clear that affordability is, of course, a top priority for this government. It is very clear that it is a huge concern on the minds of many, many, many Canadians. It is certainly, it has caused us to look at programs such as removing the GST from the construction of new rental units, provide money for home efficiency, the grocery rebate, and a range of other things. But I would say, Mr. Speaker, that it's also important that while we are addressing affordability, we do so in a manner that actually will allow us to also address the climate crisis. It is an existential threat to the future of our children. Shame on them for having no climate plan. On this side of the House, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can do both.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, they're prepared to thunderously applaud anyone other than their own leader who stands up in the House of Commons. No wonder the Prime Minister says it's a really hard time to be a politician. And, right now, speaking of hard times, he's off in New York for another 3 days, burning a lot of jet fuel while he applies a carbon tax that he wants to quadruple to 61 cents a liter on farmers, single parents, on struggling working class families who have to choose between eating and heating. Will the Prime Minister park the plane, end the high carbon hypocrisy, and axe the tax?
Yeah. The Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
Mr. Speaker, unlike the Conservatives, our government actually has a plan to support Canadians during this time. We have, for example, the grocery rebate helping 11 million Canadians, Mr. Speaker, 4.2 million Canadians with the workers' benefit, over 6 million Canadians with indexing old age security. Mr. Speaker, what is their plan? That's right. They don't have one.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Our plan is to axe the tax and use technology, not taxes. It's really incredible that this high-flying, high-carbon hypocrite is jetting around the world at the expense of Canadian taxpayers at the same time as he raises fuel taxes on everyday Canadians. The NDP supports him 100% in this 61 cent a liter carbon tax that they want to impose. That and the inflationary deficits have driven inflation back up. Will this government finally end the inflationary taxes and deficits so that we can bring down rates before Canadians go bankrupt?